Israel suddenly drops the hammer on France. Is this war spiraling completely out of control? Right in the middle of the chaotic US-Israel-Iran war, an unexpected new battlefield has emerged, not in the Middle East, but in Europe. On March 31st, Israel's defense ministry dropped a bombshell to AFP. They are cutting military imports from France to zero. You heard that right, zero. Funds meant for French weapons will now be completely redirected to domestic production or sent to other allies. When this news broke, all of Europe was stunned. Weren't France and Israel close allies? Why the sudden fallout? It's not that simple. Israel has been holding in a massive amount of rage, and they just unleashed it all, listing France's 3 deadly sins. Scene number 1. France recognized the Palestinian state. In September 2025, Macron officially announced this at the UN. For Israel, this was a stab in the back. Netanyahu was absolutely furious, directly accusing Macron of fueling anti-Semitism. Scene number 2. France kicked Israel out of its defense expo. At last June's Paris Air Show, French officials covered Israeli booths with black cloth, claiming they were displaying offensive weapons. Israel's defense ministry was outraged, calling it a ridiculous, politically driven decision. Scene number 3. And the final straw. France banned Israeli planes carrying ammunition from flying over its airspace. Israel argued these munitions were meant for striking Iran, which benefits European security. But France firmly refused to budge. Israel's ambassador Joshua Zarka made it clear, this isn't just a punishment, it's a bold statement about who they can truly work with. So, how much is Israel actually cutting? A French parliamentary report shows that over the past decade, Israel bought around $260 million worth of defense equipment from France, mostly defensive system components. France claims they don't directly export lethal weapons to Israel. $260 million is a drop in the bucket for France, considering their global arms sales hit $25 billion in 2024. But money isn't the point. The underlying issue is a massive political signal. Israel officially stated that France undermined their strategic defense operations. To Israel, this is a strict matter of principle, and to make things even more volatile, US President Donald Trump just jumped into the ring. On March 31st, Trump blasted France on social media, slamming them for being highly uncooperative in the military campaign against Iran. He ominously added, "America will remember this." That wasn't just criticism, it was a direct threat. Meanwhile, the Élysée Palace seemed unfazed. Macron's office stated this has been France's stance from the start. Armed Forces Minister Le Cornu was even more blunt in the National Assembly, stating, "France is not a party to this conflict, and we refuse to be dragged into a war we did not choose." This is the core divide. Israel believes fighting Iran protects the entire region. France says, "You fight your war, keep us out of it." So how will Israel's retaliation actually play out? Existing contracts will continue, but official state defense procurement from France is officially dead. This symbolic slap hurts Paris deeply. Think about it. Israel is fighting a brutal war on all fronts. Gaza in the south, Hezbollah in the north, Iran in the east, and now a diplomatic war with France. The pressure on Netanyahu is immense. But France's awkward reality is they can't stay completely out of it. Italiano US military support planes are already using France's Istres airbase. Even though France insists these planes aren't involved in strikes against Iran, claiming absolute neutrality is becoming a very tough sell. The most delicate part is America's true motive. Trump is bashing France, but he might actually be looking for a convenient excuse to pull out. France's refusal gives Trump the perfect scapegoat. Even our European allies won't help us. What else can I do? Ultimately, Israel is making a harsh example out of France, sending a chilling message. If you don't support us, you are our enemy. But with the Middle East already in flames and US carriers rushing to the Gulf, a fallout between Israel and France benefits absolutely no one. The most terrifying aspect of war is how it snowballs. Now, the former leader of Europe is being dragged right into the abyss. It remains to be seen how Netanyahu and Macron will end this bitter feud, but one thing is certain, on this global chessboard, no one is just a bystander.